How you doing, guys? Welcome to Alakazooted, and today we're going to be breaking into my first card grading experience, right? Now, I know there's lots of people that have dealt with grading cards and stuff like that, and they, go through CGC, PSA, Beckett, PSA is like the big one. And I've always wanted to do it, but I just have never jumped the gun and done it. And I've always been worried because, you watch all these videos where you see that PSA, it's always random. People resubmit and get better grades. All this weird stuff goes on, and it's always so inconsistent. You never know exactly why. And I've always been I'm nervous. And then I see these grading companies that are doing what they claim is AI. Well, it's not like AI, but they scan it, a computer scans it, then people look over the scans and they find all the inconsistencies and all that kind of stuff. And I saw this company Tag Grading, right? I thought to myself, okay, so I see this company Tag Grading, and I'm like, this looks awesome. Super transparent. They show you all these great scans, a scanning slider. You get these high def photos of your slabs. It goes through and it shows you all these ding reports. It shows you big pictures zoomed in of the corners, the edges, the everything. It shows you everything, gives you these really in-depth scores, all this great stuff. It's a really good price. They got a really good response time. They say it's 15 per card on average for the base grading thing. And then it's a 10-day response time. And I'm like, that's really fantastic. That's a really good looking system. And I really like that. And I think that's where the future of grading would go, so I'm super excited to finally grade cards with Tag, right? Now I got a disclaimer here because I've already seen these cards. I've gone through the process online and everything, and I've got a lot of the pros and cons, but a lot of the cons to go through with some of this because I'm in the middle of a situation, so there's a little disclaimer here. This order is not yet over, so that gives you a hint on where this video is going, right? But still, on the same note, I still think that this is the future of grading. I think these are beautiful slabs. I think the way they do everything and the way the transparency is and everything, it's amazing. Of course, while I'm doing this and while I sent my cards out for grading, they changed the prices, they changed the wait times, they changed all this stuff, and I experienced a problem with my order potentially because of all this. Now, I'm going to get into it. Before we do, comment, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, all that kind of stuff. And, I'm going to now go into this. I'm going to oh, I got this box. I haven't even opened it yet. Boom. FedEx. I crossed out my address and all that. But I have the box. I haven't even opened it yet. And we're going to do it right here in this video. And so I already know that there are issues with the order. So we will see them when they come up. Everything's like a booster pack. So I won't know when I'm going to find whatever issues or whatever. And there might be something I overlooked as well that I just didn't see in all the photos I looked through. It's 40 cards that I did, so it's kind of a big order and there's a lot to go through. But okay, so let's break into this here. Now, I'm going to try to open it from here before I go onto the table because I don't really have a lot of room to put this whole thing there. But let's see. Okay, so we got a tag box here. All right. And another one there. And then some paper. And 2 packs of 20 card sleeves for the slabs. Then I guess it's 20 slabs per box, I guess. Okay. So, we will do one at a time. Let me open these little... Okay, now I can switch this over. Boop. And we'll put one box, kablam, right over there. We'll put the other box right on top of it for now. I'll open one of these. Okay, let's open. There we go. Now, also when I go through this, I'll show you the back and forth I've had with the company. I'll show you some of the images from the reports and stuff like that from these cards, you know, because some of them in particular I put on purpose that would be more damaged, and like just because I just wanted to have them protected and just for my personal collection, right? And you'll see, like, so I wanted to just show, you know, how they show the damage on the site versus on the that you see that's on the slab that like PSA wouldn't tell you about, right? So okay, let's go. Open this box. All right, so there's a bunch of these just all out here. All right, let's go through. We will open one up. Oh. I should probably open them the other way so that way you can see. Okay. Oh, I got to protect the grade. Good. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I think I saw that one. All right, look at that slab. It's beautiful. Gorgeous looking slab, right? Bam, Flareon and 9. That looks great. Oh, wow. This is the first time I'm ever like holding one in person, the whole 9. It's gorgeous looking, right? Now, this is awesome. And I really hope, obviously, that things get worked out with my order with this company, because I obviously want to support something like this, but like obviously it's really hard to, I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys about what happened in this whole experience, right? Now, like the way they do this and the way you get your boxes, you can scan these little QR codes on them and the whole deal. I'm just gonna show the grades and everything as we go. Oh, I hit the camera. Oh man, we got a Galvantula EX and a 9. That's great looking. I probably have a decent amount of 9s. So I do have a good amount of grades that are lower, higher. I got a little bit of everything going on. So we'll get to see that. All right. I'm just gonna package everyone these up. Oh, it's harder to do it that way. Oh, okay, that's not bad. If I use the little tab and I'm not an idiot. Oh, but we see it, it's a 9. The Gengar, all right. Great looking. Another 9. It's like those 9s, man. They get to you though, because you're like, man, I just wish it was just a little closer. I just wish it was that 10. But you know, it's probably just most likely one little ding or a little bit. It's a little bit with my centering. You could tell, you know, that the centering is just a little not quite there. And it's like, so I'm not knocking them for no 10 on that, because that's I could see that myself. And like I said, I did submit some of these knowing that that would be the case, right? Oh, come on, get out of there. Greninja EX 9. Awesome looking. I need my little can closer to me here. That. Okay. And I'll probably speed through some of these as well. Greninja EX. Man, and these things looks just so good. Another 9. Are these all in number order here? Are all my 9s gonna be just in order? Another Greninja EX. Bam. All right. Ah. I'm so bad at this part. It's like you could tell your boy doesn't care too much about doing these weird sleeve packages on stuff, because I am not good at it. Oh, we got a 10 in here. What do we got in a 10? Oh, the Houndoom from Shrouded Fable. Beautiful card. Love this card. Man. Oh. And I got a 10. So that's awesome. Super amped up for that for the collection. Zoop. And some cards I just graded just because they were cool looking. You know, that I personally just think are awesome. I didn't necessarily grade a lot of them for particularly for profit as much as I did kind of a test with some of them. Like, okay, here's one that's a 8.5. This is a, oh wow, this is the Mew Scarlet and Violet, you know, promo. No, this is the promo. Very cool looking card. 8.5, that's not bad. It's like static on me, man. I got these little things on me. Now, this is gonna be a long video because there's 40 cards to go through. You know, what a doozy of a time. We got another 9 with the Mewtwo promo. Awesome looking. Hell yeah, love that card. You know, these promos for a while didn't really get a lot of hype, and I have no idea why, because they're so cool and unique. The Mew I'm not as into as the Mewtwo. I love the really cool, like, dark imagery for Mewtwo, obviously, because he's such a badass. Let me, actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to move this box up like this, and then that way I got lots of little room here. Yeah, why didn't I do that to begin with? I'm an idiot. 9. Bam, the Mewtwo V-Star. Hell yeah, great looking slab. Love that. Zoop. Bam. So, only 110 so far. We got another 10. Bam, the Pikachu Galarian Gallery. Awesome looking card. I love this dude. Look at that. It looks awesome. So, zoop. Pop that in there. Kablam. Whoop. Bam. Now, I think these, like, stack really well if they're not obviously sleeved. But I'm sleeving them just in case. In the meantime, I want to keep them protected, especially because I might have to send some back. You never know. Bam. All right. The Surging Sparks Pikachu EX. In my opinion, the better looking one than the one with the, you know, butt in your face. I'm not really a big fan of that. Like, it's a nice card aside from the fact that Pikachu's ass is in your face. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that card. But I do love this feature that they do, though, with this in these packages. All right. So we got the Pikachu 151. That's a great looking one right there. Bam. Oh, gotta sleeve it. Can't forget, man. Don't be silly. Bloop. I should separate them, you know, by grading. Like, put all the 9s in one pile, you know. Oh, we got a 10 in here. Hell yeah. All right, this is a great looking card. The Paldea Evolved promo. This is awesome. Fantastic looking slab. Awesome. Hell yeah. Look at that bad boy. Zip. What was my other 10? The Houndoom? No, the Pikachu. Oh, this was the 8.5. This was the 10. Otherwise, these are all 9s. So those were all, like, pretty much damn near perfect. These are absolutely perfect. And these, that's the pile I'll do for the ones that are not quite. Or even under that. All right, another 10. The Scizor. I love this card. This is like my favorite card in Obsidian Flames. It's so dope. You can't tell me that's not one of the sickest things ever. That card art is so badass. Boom, onto the 10 pile. We need some serious 10s. All right, another 10 Scizor. Hell yeah, I got 2 of them bad boys. Beautiful. That's what I would love to have for my collection, is a bunch of 10s of my favorites in the sets. You know, of whatever just my favorite cards are. I don't need complete sets unless it's my favorite set. Like I have a Crown Zenith Master set. And I have a base set Master set, obviously. And stuff like that. And like, I like Shrouded Fable. I have a Shrouded Fable Master set. Like goofy stuff like that, because it's just what I like. Oh, we got a 7-5, the Umbreon VMAX. Oh, man. This is our lowest grade so far, the 7-5. It's still a great looking card. Beautiful slab. Oh, I see a little damage in there. I could see myself right off the jump. But... And this is why I sent kind of a range. Now, I sent ones that I thought would be also really low, like way below that, like, you know, below a 5 even. You know, that would be like anywhere in like the 2 to 4 range, I thought. So those you'll see potentially what they got as well. Got another 9. All right, the Vaporeon from Brilliant Stars. I love this card too. Any of these cards with like red, you know, or Gary in them, things like that. Like, I think they are awesome. They're legit. I dig all of them. All the ones from that set are like so dope. Oh, see a 5-5 here. Okay, so this is a base set Venusaur. And I put this in here on purpose. This is just one of my base set cards. 5-5. That's actually better than I thought it would be, because this thing was a little dinged up. But actually, it's not an awful looking card. Now that I really look at it, it's not a half bad one at all. 5-5. That's pretty solid. Gotta love your base set that you grew up with, you know. Bam. We'll put that on the lower pile. All right, and this is the last one of the first 20 here. Oh, and we got a 10 to end it off. Awesome. With what? All right, this is Aurora from Stellar Crown. This is one of my favorite cards in Stellar Crown. This is a dope card. The artwork is just so sick, and in the slab, it looks so good. Woof! And these slabs, they just feel so good. They're the best looking ones. And like I have, okay, so even this, like with the plastic on it, still looks astronomically better than a PSA slab. Like look at the difference. Like this is obviously a far more just beautiful looking slab. Like, and that's another reason why, you know, I wanted to go with them. Like, it's, to me, like, every little bit matters, right? The look, the feel, like the way the grading system and all, and that's why I wanted to go with this company. All right, we got another 10. So I had one left. Now this is the Venusaur from the classic set, the one that came out in 2023, the big black box that they still got at Sam's Club. All right, awesome looking. I had to try to grade it because it's such a cool, nice reprint of the base set, and it's got a really nice, you know, holo on it. Like it's so good looking, and like you can hold it up next to the original. It's just, oh, man, it's awesome. All right, now let's see what else we get in there. Something else in this box. Oh, it's a little tag sticker. Nice. Okay, so we're on to the next box. Nice little box they give you too. Everything's like a nice setup. It feels safe when it comes to you. That whole deal, the dilly. All right, so now let's open this next little sleeve one, and then we'll open this next box. We will see what we get here. All right, let's see. Bam. Ooh, the sticker I can see now more visible. I'm gonna put the top there. Let's grab the first one out of here. Okay. All right, another 10. And this is one of the most beautiful cards. From the best gold cards in Pokemon, in my opinion. You know, the Crown Zenith gold cards are the best. And this is the Arceus V-Star in a 10, man. Oh, it's just, man, you have to see it, man. When that light hits it and you see that, the artwork is just so good. I love this card. I love all of the gold cards from Crown Zenith. Well, just Crown Zenith is my absolute favorite set ever of all time. It's the best. All right, now let's see what else we got here. Let's break into the next one. All right, we got, oh, now this one, I did another classic from the classic TCG box. Now this one only got an 8.5. Now they all came from the same box, so it's a shame that one got a 10 and one got an 8.5, especially because it's a gorgeous hollow pattern on there. It just looks so good. But hey, we'll take it. You know, we got a 10 on the Venusaur. I was happy about that. And it's like, I guess the centering maybe isn't as good. You know, it's a little bottom heavy. Oh, I didn't do good at sealing that part. Yeah, but it's good looking. Still good looking card. I don't want to hear it. But we're getting close to, you know, the main issue I have with this order. It's coming. Now here's my base set Charizard. This one just got a 4, like a flat 4. You know, this one's got some hard scratches, if you could see them flashing in here, and some harsh whitening. You know, just an even flat 4. That seems pretty accurate to about what I thought this was gonna get. Somewhere in that range. Bam. All right, now let's see what else we got. We're still in the Bulbasaur range. All right, we got a 10 with the Stellar Crown Bulbasaur, one of the coolest newer Bulbasaur cards in existence. I love this card. Looks awesome, and it's a 10. Beautiful. Absolutely. And look, the 10s are catching up to the 9s. That's crazy. I'm very shocked by that. I didn't think, especially for my first grading, just kind of being like, you know, I'm going to throw in a bunch that I think would be probably worth a 10, or at least in my opinion, you know, ones at least that maybe are 9. And like, I guess I did kind of get the turnout that I anticipated, especially throwing in a couple damaged ones on purpose. Bam, another Bulbasaur in a 10. Beautiful. Awesome looking. Zoop. Kablammer. All right, we are neck and neck with the 9s now. Let's hope to have more 10s than anything in this entire order. That would be pure bliss. Okay, so this might be one of our first issues here. Bam. Okay, so we got... No, this one's okay. 2016 Charizard Pokemon XY. 7.5. You know, man, it's a bummer because it's a good card. It looks, yeah, it looks a little top heavy. You know, might have a couple corner issues, things like that. But still, another cool reprint. I did put a lot of the classic reprints in here because I just, you know, that's the set that I started with. So that's always going to be something to me. Oh, let's hope these lower grades don't catch up. They look like they are already. All right, so here's an issue. Bam. First major issue, and I'm going to let you check it out and let you see what it is. See what it says? Charizard, 1999 WOTC. This is not. This is a Japanese Charizard EX promo. That's a major problem. This is the only Japanese card I sent in. So it's the only one that's going to have Japanese writing on it. And it somehow didn't make it into the right slab. This is a serious issue. How that even happened, I have no idea. Now we're going to see a couple more and we're going to go over this whole thing, right? Okay, so now I'm going to start talking about this now that we're into this part of the video. You know, it went from 10 days, it was supposed to be a 10-day thing, to 17 days for the order. And it was hard to get in touch with people, and they just, hit me with the, we're overwhelmed, we got to hire new people, new machines, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but then you have to compensate when there's that much outside of the agreement, right? Now this is Charizard 2023 8.5. This is base set Charizard. This is the wrong slab as well. This one I can understand maybe getting switched up because it's like the identical card except for the symbol and year, but that's still something obviously you should be looking out for. That's crazy that got switched up. So that's one that I contacted them about as well. There's 3 of them that I noticed that I'm noticing again now that I contacted them about. Now, my order was finished. Now, okay, so it's right now, technically it's Tuesday, I'm filming this late after work, so we're obviously getting into Wednesday morning type deal. But I contacted them when I saw these pictures first thing Thursday that were available and the order was complete but not shipped yet, that it said. I immediately contacted them. I emailed them. I contacted them through the little messenger on the website. I sent pictures and tagged them on X. I contacted them and tagged them on Instagram. I sent them multiple emails over a couple days. Same thing with tagging them online. Just trying to get them to see my messages because they say it's a 2-day response time when you talk to the little AI bots and stuff. But I'm not getting anything, right? And then literally by the end of the day, the next day it said that it shipped the day before. And I'm like, go figure, right? So my order shipped out. They never noticed it. They didn't answer me, but it's no big deal, right? I'll send them back. They'll hopefully switch it out. It'll be fine. But I'm already 17 days into a 10-day order, and with a company that I can barely communicate with. I can barely get a hold of these people now. And okay, so it's Tuesday. This happened Thursday. I've been contacting them since then. And I finally got a reply from them on a reply to Instagram in Messenger, and they just asked for my order number, which was in the message history to begin with. And that's all I've gotten so far. Now that's a lot. That's almost a week without a response, and that's the response I get. And they said they'd be in contact with me and all this stuff. And I'm like, this is wild, when you do something and I get it that you get overwhelmed with new stuff, you get new orders to a ridiculous level because of all this stuff happening in the world of grading and TCG, and you have to hire new people, more machines, more this, more that, but you still have to make up for the agreements that you already have. And if this happens, it's you still have to make things right with those customers because you already made an agreement with them for a 10-day process. You went way over that. And then on top of it, there were errors in the order. And they can't even get in contact with you. And not even within a reasonable amount of time because I got the order. And finally, by the time I got a reply after I already got the order, it was to ask me my order number. That's not really acceptable. And obviously, I'm going to flash these things up on the screen while this video is going. You've probably already seen this throughout the video. But right now that's where we're at, and I'll probably by the end of this video I'll have a thing at the end that might be a thing from them that kind of tells you where we're at, if they've given me any updates or anything like that, because it'll take me a day or two to upload and do all the editing and stuff. So maybe I'll hear back from them and you'll see it at the end of this video, maybe not. I don't know yet. You'll see at the end. But yeah, so that's obviously an issue. And that's an issue because that's the biggest card I submitted is that Japanese Charizard. Now here's the slab for the Japanese Charizard. And there's an English card in there, and it's the TCG Classic reprint. Only Japanese slab, the only Japanese card, and somehow they got switched. All 3 of these slabs are incorrect. That is a major issue. You know what I mean? And especially like if people have like, if they're doing this for a business or they have upload schedules, things like that, to go from a 10-day estimate to now to 17 days, then have errors, then not be able to get in contact with them and not know when this will be rectified is like a real bummer, man. It really stinks. And I might just skip any kind of editing or anything like that and just upload this directly after I'm done. You know, if I don't see anything in my email or anything, and I'm just gonna like post this stuff up, right? Well, I have to edit because I have to put these little pop-ups for you so you can see the emails and the stuff I sent and the pictures of some of these little features that this stuff has, right? But okay, so whatever. Let me just get back to ripping these and we'll talk a little bit more as I go. But that's the situation, and that's a real bummer, and that already leaves, like, because this is my first ever time grading. Look at that, 9 Charizard EX, awesome looking little promo there. I did a lot of Chari boys. I love Charizard. It is what it is. It's like you see him on the book behind me, and that's the promo that matches the book behind me, the art collection. You know, that's why I did that promo. I've held on to it for a long time, and it's just one of my favorite things that I held on to, and I found it. Literally, it resurfaced again. I found it in a thing of just some loose bulk cards in a container under my bookcase. Only a 4 for the Charizard EX. Now, I don't know why this only got a 4. Like, when I tilt it, when I look at it, oh, I'm seeing it. I never noticed this. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's pen lines carved into it. No way. I didn't notice that before. They're all over it. But it noticed it, and it gave me a 4 for it, which is a bummer because everything else aside from that looks good. Like, if you don't tilt it on an extreme angle, this card's, like, beautiful. Real bummer. That one is actually scored lower than I would expect for what it is. But I do see them lines now, definitely. And I'll check that on the website to see how much of that they noticed and how well it comes up. All right, the other Charizard EX. Now this one I don't think has those lines. This one got a 9. So that's nice. All right, so that's interesting, and that's a good test because these cards are pretty much identical. They're both pretty much beautiful cards, but that one, when you tilt it on an extreme angle, you do notice there is an extreme amount of like little lines just kind of indented into it. Like somebody took a pen with no ink and just kind of wrote on it. Oh, we got a 10. Hell yeah, we need that 10 stack going up. And it's a beautiful one. It's the Charizard V-Star that goes with the Mewtwo V-Star one. Oh man, what a beautiful slab. And I'm so psyched to get that one in a 10 because that one is just like so sweet. It's just so sick. All right, man. And it's like, yeah, I'm kind of torn because obviously, like, this is where I think the future of grading is going. I went and didn't listen to everybody, and I went on my own volition. And look at that, the Mega Charizard EX in a 10, beautiful. And I went and just waited and just myself was like, you know what? This is where I'm going to make my first big investment. It cost me over $600 for these 40 cards, right? And that's a lot for someone who's never graded. I have no experience. I have no idea how much I'm going to flop on trying it for the first time because I don't know what to look out for compared to other people. And I went for it, man. I was feeling it. I'm feeling it with this company, man. I love what they're doing, and it was just such a disappointment to have this happen, you know, the way it's happening. It sucks because, like, I really love these slabs. It's like the whole way they do this process when you pick everything up and you pack it away and you ship it off and everything. Like, that whole thing is cool. It's really a nice system. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Darkrai V-Star in a 10. Beautiful. Awesome looking card. And again, Crown Zenith, my favorite. Just crushing it. And I have a lot of cards from 2016 too, because that was my second jump back into the card game. You know, it's like I always play the actual video game when it comes out, and then I go on and off with playing the card game over vast gaps in comparison to playing the actual game. You know, I play pretty much every video game that comes out, but it's like the card game I go on and off, and then I was mostly on it, but on the online app. And then the new Pocket came out and kind of really ruined it for me. We got another 10, another favorite from Crown Zenith, the Deoxys VMAX. So beautiful. It just looks so good. You know. Zoop. I forget what I was saying now. But I got distracted by the gorgeousness of this. You know? Oh yeah, but like I jumped back in after into the cards physically again when the TCG Pocket came into play, and because it like I had tried to just like whatever, like the other app before that wasn't working well. It stopped for a while. Bam, the Dust Skull in a 10 from Shrouded Fable. Beautiful card. I love that card. Looks so good. And like, so I was like, you know, I want to go back into the physical cards again and just go back into my collection, play the card game again at least. Just get into it. And then all this crazy boom is happening at the same time. Well, obviously, I guess because of this Pocket app. And I could only play that Pocket app for literally like a week. And I was like, dude, I'm so done with this goddamn app. I hate it. I don't like the like diet Pokemon TCG. I want to play the game. Oh, a 9. That's a bummer that I don't have a 10. I would love to have like 10s for all 3 of those. But a 9, that's cool. I'll take it. My 10 stack is the highest right now. It's crazy. I wouldn't think that. My 10 stack is the highest. It's crazy. They're a little slippy. This, I think, is the last one here. And this should be the other Shrouded Fable one. Yup. Bam. A 9 for the Dusk Noir. So I only got 1 10 and 2 9s. That's a bummer. You know, it's like, oh, do you almost want 3 9s so you can have the 3 9s? No, I'll take the 10, yeah, but damn. But that is wild. Okay, so here we go. We got a good turnout, I'd say, with all of these as 9s. These are all 10s. All of these are 10s. That's shocking to me. I didn't think I would do so well on my first try. Just, you know, I watched a couple videos. I took some time with the cards, and I wanted to kind of give myself a spectrum of some cards that would get some really low, some mid-grade, and then all high-grade cards, right? And I think it worked out. I think this is fairly accurate to what I was going for. And then we have the 3 mishaps with my, like, one of my prized cards. This is really just a devastating situation that these 3 have these issues. Look at these beautiful cards, and they're just all over the place, man. And I got a 9 for the Charizard promo, which I'm excited about. You know, I didn't even know if I'd get it, because like this thing was sitting in its original film. Like, that's the original plastic with the original book over there. And like I was just hoping that I could at least preserve it and it would have a decent grade. And I'm still trying to get this situated with Tag. I really hope, and I'm sure they're gonna rectify this, but like the length and the communication issue and everything on top of this disappointment, it's a real bummer, man. And like, I want to keep investing into this company. This is where I want to put all my money for my grading, and I just want it to work out, man. So it's a real, I'm super bummed. But like, for the price and the process and the transparency, aside from that, if things went swimmingly, this would be an amazing review, because these slabs look great, they feel great, everything, the way they do everything, the presentation is just, this is my favorite company out there right now. It's just now that I've worked with the company and I have my experience and I can actually talk about it, I have issues with it. And it sucks, man. But I am going to keep you posted. And obviously, if this video continues after this moment, you'll know if things progressed from when I edited this. You know what I mean? But Alakazooted, out.